Yo, I know you ain't been lighting it up like we hope you would, but you see that you're still near the top of the league in jersey sales numbers? All the hustling you've been doing for your brand is paying off. And you're gonna turn it around on the field real quick.
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Dolphins and the Jags coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Jaguars in this matchup. We know how well they throw the football, but they're going to have their work cut out for them in this one.
Yeah, they're going up against a top 5 unit in the league, and this is a defense. They don't make a lot of mistakes. Well coached, they execute really, really well, and terrific leadership on that side of the ball. So precision, that's going to have to be a key for them in this one.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago: A boatload of carries, 97 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down. Alexander. That's once again complete to Chark. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Runs over him, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars!
Luke Farrell,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation.
They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Alexander.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him about the 10-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
They'll find Farrell open left side.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Alexander.
He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A throw complete to Dorsett, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. They'll look to throw again.
12 yards there as they keep. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. On 1st and 10, Alexander. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Able to fight through one tackle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
To throw on 3rd down, Alexander. Dorsett making the catch. Touchdown! Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant.
On 1st down, Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Alexander. That's pulled in, the veteran Carter Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Landry again, the intended target. Off play action. Alexander. That'll bring up 2nd down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. Connection made with Chenault. The Jaguars on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On the draw, Robinson able to push his way through. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that looks to be in the area where someone was held. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Back to throw. Alexander. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. DJ Chark the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this incomplete. Oh, my. He might have been celebrating in the end zone. On 1st down, Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Alexander. Again, he's got that man Landry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be set. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
following the fumble recovery. Alexander. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Alexander. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Luke Farrell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Trevor Lawrence, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. Jerome Baker, Dolphins leading tackler in 2020, in on the stop there. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Robinson. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
On 3rd down, Alexander. And he's got Dorsett complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Robinson. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Alexander. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. Second and goal from the 1. Back to throw. Alexander. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Philip Dorsett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing.
First down. Alexander. Complete to Dorsett.
Missed.
He will not go down. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Alexander. Man open is Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 105 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Robinson, he'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Jaguars on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Alexander. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On first down, Robinson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Robinson. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 3-yard gain. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Operating from the gun, Alexander. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. On first down, Robinson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Randy, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Carter Landry with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jags look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. To throw on third down, Alexander. And Shark calls it in. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.
All right, it's time for Hidden Gems, this segment where we ask our audience to spotlight the people that simply do not get enough credit for the impact that they're making on the NFL. And for this week's episode, one of my favorite listeners, Trey, my guy, suggested we highlight Manny Kahue and Alexandra Bishop. That's right, the offensive and defensive coordinators for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And now I know it's probably a bit of a curveball for some people because the suggestions we usually get, of course, are players. But that's a pair of coaches that absolutely fit this segment. I mean, think about it. How many other teams can you name that have winning records this season with first-year coordinators on both sides of the ball? Right, exactly. They don't exist. That's why Manny and Alex are the hidden gems for this week. So check them out. And by the way, great call, Trey. All right, so moving right along, let's get into something that came across my radar just before the show. And now it's becoming a thing on social. So I want to get you...
Always nice to get that come from behind win, and you balled out. Man, you just let the rest of the league know that we the real deal. Yes, sir.
Hey, on the flight over here, I caught your interview with Anthony Davis. Awesome pod. That's a pretty tough act to follow, though.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't strike me as a guy who's all that concerned with having to follow anyone else. Am I right?
Yeah. I guess you're right.
Hey, at least that was the way it seemed back in April when you were here with Jordan. Where is she, by the way? I was expecting her to join us again.
Nah. She's been out at college games every weekend, scouting potential new clients. She already forgot about me.
Yeah, I somehow doubt that. So, you tell me, what are we talking about once we get rolling? Just some general rookie season discussion?
I'll leave that up to you. I wouldn't expect you to step in the huddle and call the plays, so I won't try to do your job.
Okay, valid point. So, anything that's off limits?
I think I'm pretty open, and I trust you to steer us in the right direction.